pain, baby. Know I'm talking about. Alright, let me get serious. It's Cooper.
What up, this is Major Pain here doing a walkthrough on Mass Effect 2 on Insanity difficulty. This here is mainly for my blog, 2012 Trophies by 2012. It's basically what it sounds like. I am working to get 2,000 trophies by the year 2012. As well as doing that, I'm working on 15 platinums. And this happens to be one of them that I'm working on. So here I have videotaped myself, or recorded myself, going through the Insanity difficulty.
This pistol doesn't have a thermal clip.
And basically I want to give a shout out to all my cult followers that are already on helping me out, get my blog out there, getting my name out there in the gaming industry. It's a big world out there. So shout out to the few members that have actually helped me
Looks like they set up a barricade to try holding the mechs off. Look out!
network a little bit. So first I want to talk about this game a little bit. I played through on easy at first, just to, you know, have a little fun, enjoy the game, get what it's trying to do, get the story. So at first I rolled a Sentinel, and this is my new game plus on Insanity. This is a Sentinel. The difficulty is ramped very high, especially from easy, which is kind of different from most games. Now you play the hardest difficulty on a game, it seems like it's normal. It doesn't seem all that hard. But this game it does a very well job of being hard. On top of it being hard, there's a lot of bugs in this game, which almost make it unbearable. And really, for me, it has been unbearable. There's been points where I get to the very last part, and I'm basically right before the boss fight, and I get stuck on a rock, and I can't get off of it, or glitched into a rock, or glitched into the ground, or something. I can't get out of it, and I have to restart from the last checkpoint, which normally isn't that big of a deal. But when you're playing on Insanity and you died 4 or 5 times before this, trying to figure out, you know, the best cover and the best strategy to get through to the next part, and then you get stuck through the ground, you get stuck into the ground, and you get stuck on a rock, it kind of really irks you. So just a quick thing here. Here you pick up a grenade launcher, and you want to switch it right here, like Samantha, I think, says, and just aim it right at the door, shoot one, and they're pretty much dead. You don't need to shoot the second one. I did it just in case. So anyways, back to what I was saying. The game was very unbearable for me through the Insanity difficulty, and I have decided to not play Mass Effect 3 due to this being the new engine that it's going to be on, and having so many glitches. From my experience, BioWare has done pretty poorly on importing the games to PS3, which is a very big disappointment because they have some great games. But if you can't handle this, and you're not even, like, let's say you're going for the Platinum Trophy and you love this game to death, and you plan on playing Mass Effect 3, that is completely fine. What I suggest you do is play through, and you're trying to get the Platinum. I'd play through this on the lowest difficulty like I did, and then get the Platinum by beating it on Insanity difficulty. But what I'm doing here for Insanity difficulty is I'm not playing through the full game. I'm getting through it as fast as possible. I'm not recruiting every member. I'm not saving them in the suicide mission. There's no loyalty mission. Well, I think I do one loyalty mission, and that's when I decide I can't do this anymore. I'm just going to do the easiest route and just get through it to platinum it, and then go back through the easy difficulty and have it the route that you want to take before you go into Mass Effect 3. So then when you do go into Mass Effect 3, you can port your character the way you want it over. You have the story that you want imported over to Mass Effect 3. Some people are completionists. I am definitely one of them. And if I was going to go through this, I would want to get all the loyalty missions done, and I would want to get everything possible the way I wanted it to be done. So, yeah, and just want to apologize for the transitions in this. It was very poorly done.
Sleep mode
And hopefully, I will making the transitions a little bit better, because what I did is I cut out the cutscenes to not spoil any of the story for you, or spoil as much of the story for you, so you can now here, ammo is, in this game, ammo on Insanity difficulty is very, very low. You want to conserve as much as you can, because these guys take quite a bit of bullets, and by doing that, you are going to use your biotics as much as possible when they're off cooldown. Also, a lot of times there's explosions, like these techs, they'll explode if you shoot them in the head, or if you use overload, they'll explode, and if there's another tech within its radius, it'll give it a knockback effect. Knock them down on their butt, give you some time to pop out and kill another one while you're at it. So, basically, you want to use your biotics as much as possible. You want to figure out the best strategies and what effects your enemies have when they die or when they're alive. So definitely, biotics are your main thing.
Shepard, down here.
We can overload the cutscene, just go right into a firefight. So here you'll see some of your abilities. Like right there, I use pull and I think grab or something. Not grab. There was what is that move? It's one where it picks him up and slams him in the ground. I think it's slam. It's got to be slam. Moves like that that knock your opponents off their feet and prevents them from shooting you, gives you enough time to pop some bullets into them while they're on the ground or unable to shoot at you, to where you're safe from getting out of cover. A lot of times you'll see me do that whenever I have the option to do that, and you can only do that on shielded, armored people. Here you see me take advantage of this corner. It's called cheating the corner. And what you do is you can aim on the other side of the corner and shoot through the wall, but they can't shoot you. So here you just slowly take them out this way. This works for shooting, but really nothing else. Later, I believe in the next video, you'll see me use a biotic on an enemy. But what's happening is I am behind cover. You can't use a biotic because it'll shoot it right into the wall, for one. And two, if you use one of your teammates' biotics, it goes off of your crosshairs and the area that they're, or the direction or open area, that they're in. For example, I was facing an enemy, but I was behind a box, kind of like in the corner like I was, and I used Jacob's biotic to pull him to get him off the ground, so I can pop out and take out some of his life. But the pull went into the box that was right in front of me, but Jacob was standing behind the enemy, so I don't know how that happened. But apparently it's a game that a flaw that this game has, is that it doesn't know the line of sight that your teammate has, so it uses your line of sight, which is kind of faulty in my opinion. So I start getting here to the end. I'll catch you on in the next video. The next video is a little bit more difficult, a lot more firefights and more enemies. So I'll catch you guys then.